Mrs. Saban, thank you for being with us again. Real quick, let's talk about the bad stuff first, get that out of the way. What's it been like at the Saban house this week?
Well, you're assuming it's bad stuff. In my 40 years of being in coaching and with Nick, I think people tend to forget that losing is part of the process. You know, we preach it's all about the process, it's all about getting better, it's all about doing things right. And then when you win consistently, I guess 19 out of 20 games would be considered consistently, you tend to forget and you tend to get spoiled. We don't get spoiled because we are grounded and we remember what it takes to get there. So really nothing's different at my house. I don't know how Nick could work any harder than he has been working. I think it's frustrating and it's disappointing to know that the general fan might be upset or might be disappointed, but I think they need to know that no one can work any harder than we're working, and no one is more disappointed than we are and can't sleep and worry about what it takes to get it right. But we're that way when we win. Nick is that way when we win because nothing is perfect and there's always room for improvement. So really, at my house right now, nothing's different. We want to win every game, just like everyone does. So today is going to be, I think, a pivotal game in our season, and there's pressure every week. So I'm excited about being there.
I hear you, and we're excited about having you here with us at the parade today. Let's talk a little bit about that. You hosted the parade with us last year. You were good enough to come back and to be with us again this year. What brought you back, I guess, is my question.
Well, first of all, I'm honored to be invited again, and I love Lynn and I love the crew, just such nice people and warm and welcoming. But like so many people, I'm enthralled with homecoming. I mean, there's nothing like coming back home, and I think that's what separates college from the NFL, and we have experienced both, is to be able to see the alumni of all ages come back and feel like they're coming home. So I'm excited to be a part of it, and the tradition that homecoming brings with it, like the bonfire and like the pep rally and like this homecoming parade. So I'm honored to have been invited.
We're super excited that you're back with us. Tell us a little bit about who you've got in town with you this weekend for homecoming.
Really not much different than every home game. We have family and we have friends. We do have some good friends from Atlanta who will be here, and I'll join up with them at the game. Uncle Sid and Aunt Fran come to every game, and they have come to Nick's football game since he's been in Pop Warner. So they're family, and it's comfortable having them at our house. And Uncle Sid grabs the broom in the morning and starts sweeping the porch, and it's just nice to have him there. Nick's mom will come for the last 3 games, so we're looking forward to that. And then I've got my kids, my children will be in the box with me, and just good friends.
Is it more fun when your kids are in college and you do homecoming? I know your daughter's in school here. Does that
It is more fun because they are very passionate about football. Now, there was a day when Kristen would bring her bag of Barbie dolls and play at my feet. And then she'd raise her head once in a while and say, "Who's winning?" You know, but now they're as passionate about it as I am. And Kristen has classes with many of the football players, and so she's friends with them, and she kind of bleeds with them. And talks with them and texts with them. As a matter of fact, if she misses a class, one of the football players will text her and say, "Where are you?" You know, as if, "I'm going to tell your dad if you don't get here, hurry up." And then our son, Nicholas, also is very passionate. As a matter of fact, he has said, "Why don't you put me near the band so I don't bother people," because he cheers so hard, and he says, "If I'm near the band, I won't bother anyone." So it's more fun with the kids.
All right, got a score prediction for today's game?
No.
That's a wrap.
No time.
That's just restricting the volume. Okay.
All right, we got a mic.
Here's here's her box. Okay. I don't know where you.
This is the mic, right?
Scoot to her right. Yes.
Can you run it?
Under? Yes.
No stress, right?
You want to step on this?
that was right. Sorry, he's talking to me in my ear. So when you hear me talking, more to the right, to my right.
There it is. Okay.
Is that better, Robert? Okay. I'm talking to Robert still.
And then on that little.
How do I look?
Too close?
They haven't told me.
All right, what's the first thing we're doing? Where
We're
am
saying
I?
hello. We're saying hello.
Is it right?
We're saying hello.
Oh, I can do that.
You can do that. You got that. I got your back. Don't you worry about it.
Okay.
Can you hear her? Okay.
Testing. Can you hear me? Testing.
Okay. Stand by. We're putting in Terry's IFB.
I'm hitting. Oh my! Oh, I got you. I thought my chair.
Terry, do you like this better than the flatbed?
I do. Except it makes me nervous to see people looking at me. I mean, there's no one watching this telecast, right?
Oh, well, yeah, I hope so.
Right? Oh.
Now that you're here,
Well, when
I'm
the parade
sorry,
starts-
there probably will be a
The
few
good news is
people.
when the parade starts, they will all be looking that way. You know what I'm saying? So that'll be easy.
Push it in just a little
Okay.
bit, and you'll
Got
need
it.
probably just to kind of check and tuck it behind your ear just a little bit.
What are we talking about first? I forget. I know the hello part.
I will lead you into all of it. You don't worry about a thing.
How can you see?
I'll lead you into it.
All right.
Here you go.
Don't stick your.
Here you go. Get a shot of that, Danny.
What are we doing?
Getting our gum out here.
We got it going on.
We've got 12 assistants to help us take our gum out.
That's how we roll, don't even
All right. How do we look? We good?
Okay. You got it.
Is it? But the lighting looks okay, Angie, through the viewfinder.